Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Yesterday I talked a little bit about what to do if you don't have your team hired. And today if you do, so if you've got an employee hired or your full team hired, there's a few things that you should do to keep them going. And I'll start off with a quick story. So we're here in March. My first year I actually hired a few of my friends to work with me, which was awesome. In my second year I had one friend continue to work with me, but I also hired a whole bunch of new people, so a brand new team. And I hired them around, call it this time, maybe a little bit earlier, but I just got them signed and I didn't really do anything with them until then. So basically end of April came and I told them about training and they'd all found other jobs. Like none of them had heard from me or it just didn't reach out to me either, but they were all kind of like, oh, I don't know if this job's happening or what I'm doing. So they all just went and found other jobs, which is obviously not what you want, because then I was scrambling and I replaced some people and didn't, and it was a bit of a different situation. So what I'd recommend you do, if you've got your team hired, first thing, feel free to make sure you use the contract that we have. So get them signed to a summer employment contract. Makes it a little bit more legitimate, obviously, but it also sets things up. The other thing that I would do is I'd let them know their start date. So April 28th is typically going to be the start date. We'll have boot camp that week. Let them know that they've got, an ease into it kind of week. And then their full-time start date is May the 6th. So again, let them know their start dates, get them signed to a contract, make sure they know what to expect for the summer. But I would also introduce them to your coach. So I'm sure your coach is happy to talk to them. It can be a quick Zoom call. Make sure they know, again, just what to expect. But it's really cool if they can talk to your coach. Your coach then can introduce themselves, share a little bit about their experience, what College Pro has been for them, and it gives them just a little bit more to go on and stay with you as they go through exams and whatever else they've got going over the next little bit. So last thing you want to do is bring somebody on, not talk to them, but things that you do want to do, sign their contract, make sure they know their start date, April 28th, full-time start being May 6th, introduce them to your coach, make sure they understand what College Pro is all about, and that they know your goals and what you're trying to accomplish this summer. So if you do that, you should keep your team solid. You should have a great team going into the summer. And it's going to create this like momentum stuff that I've been talking a ton about as we go through the year. So again, remember, momentum, it's everything. It's either going with you, it's going against you. Do everything you can to make sure it's going with you. And we'll talk to everybody tomorrow.